The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Let's go.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they'd want.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 7.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
They're running it. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Kimdichie. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Returnable for Grant. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen, it's caught right side, it's Hearns. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the... Catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
We got to step it up. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hug, hug. Put your name on that. Hey, orbit.
Again, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Switch, switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let him know, let him know.
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Check out.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Switch.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Hearns brings it in. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Alpha. Here we go. Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Monday. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Not today, you won't.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Monday.
Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Alert, alert. Check 99. Check 99.
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Middle. Ball.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
80. Check 13. Greystone, travel. Hey, alert. Switch.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Nice footwork at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Here we go. Slam. Hug. Check 37. Watch the twist. Alert. Watch the shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's coming. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Steps away. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You can't block me. Shift! Watch the shift! F.O. Mike 55! Mike 55! 3 set, go! Mike 55! Mike 55!
They go play action with Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action. It's Rosen. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Play action here with Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas was so good at Texas, playing center field, playing free safety, that they thought if he came back for one more year, they're going to have to move him to corner. Those are the types of skills he has. That's what we just saw there. 2 deep coverage, came off of the, near the hash mark, and made an excellent play on the football. Boy, can he roam.
Yep, and not really tall at 5'10", but he can roam, and he's disruptive. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Griffin. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Rosen now, option left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running, it's Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. This is caught by Hearns. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. Sliding, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jalen Ferguson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Defense wins championships, baby. Watch it, corner.
Now Rosen. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Stop your whining.
Running right, this is Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Balaj. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now it's Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. The Jags have just scored as they'll add on to their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now Jackson. And he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They come out here in the I. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on.
Jackson will keep it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really